I'm not saying anything.
I'm sorry?
I'm not saying anything.
I heard you the first time. I'm sorry about the bowl. Jane?
You're always sorry, Dick. Every time. Genuinely. Sorry.
Apology accepted. We should get to work. Oh, where's the grub over here? I'm not sure I understand your question. If you're asking me to make you some cereal, the cereal train has sailed.
I'm not sure I understand your response.
Breakfast hours are over. We've got to get to work.
I'm no damn good to you without my cereal.
Do you think I like slurping down a bowl as fast as I can?
I wouldn't put it past you, you sick bastard.
I'm on strike. A reverse hunger strike. Feed me! Enough!
Fine. I'll make you some cereal.
Sorry, I get a little testy without my cereal.
Maybe you should wait outside. I'll bring it to you.
Mickey, Constance, go wait in the car.
Don't expect a tip for the delivery over here.
It's your chore.
Please empty the dish rack, Dick.
I will. It's under control.
Whose control? We'll be in the car.
Please don't slam the door. Well. I was beginning to wonder if you were open today.
We're like 9 minutes late.
See, the kid gets it. I had to grab a burrito in the meantime. At least the burrito monger understands the virtue of punctuality. Sorry to keep you waiting, Baker. When is the restaurant next door open? Looks pretty fancy. At least I seen a fancy guy go in there.
What's a fancy guy?
What is a fancy guy, Baker? I don't know. Fancy. Fancier than you. Fancier than me, to be sure.
Well, I'm gonna go check the toilets for loose change.
Does he mean toilet in the continental sense of the word? Like the entire lavatory area? No. Good to know.
What about the fancy guy?
What's a fancy guy?
Greetings and good morrow, it is I, Sir Rudolph Farminghams, known to acquaintances and colleagues alike as Snooty Rooty. They mean it as loving jest, I think, of course.
Of course. You're opening the restaurant next door?
A perceptive woman, you seem to be. Quite right, I am the proprietor of Snooty Rooty's fine fare for 2D foodies.
That's quite a name.
Universally agreed. But praise unto my name is not the only reason I present myself to you this day. I come on a mission of gastronomic reconnaissance.
It's back there, but my son is currently searching it for loose change.
May I see a menu?
Yes, sir. Right there.
And what's the daily special?
We're all out.
Of the daily special?
Yes.
11 minutes after you've opened for the day.
The daily special is sort of...
A special occasion. Everything is with him these days.
Perhaps you should have your menu paper updated to reflect that fact. What would you say is your flagship feature? The dish that quintessentializes Whiskey Dicks.
The bologna sandwich comes with your choice of mustard.
And the hot dog does not?
No. But that's not a bad idea.
I suppose I will have the bologna. Is there a choice of bread?
Of course. With or without.
Very well. A bologna sandwich with bread, s'il vous plaît, and the chef's choice of mustard.
Coming right up.
No doubt it will be. Zounds! What foul grubbery be this?
I put the fancy mustard on to impress you. Maybe you're more of a yellow mustard man, like myself.
I doubt deeply that you and I share any of the same tastes. If your vile offering has damaged my sensitive palate in any way, I shall sue.
Good luck getting any blood from these stones.
I thought it wise to check up on the competition before I opened my doors, but it is as I thought. I have no competition.
You win.
I will make it my mission to drive you out and expand my little boite into your dank hole.
I admit I'm a bit intrigued, but...
I assure you, you'll soon be insolvent.
I'm into solvents. A little paint huffing too. If it's good paint.
In case you're all too obtuse to understand, I intend to put you out of business and take over your location to expand Snooty Rooty's fine fare for 2D foodies. Womp bamba loop bop a womp bam boom. Over here. Who does that wet noodle think he is?
Don't worry, I'm getting a headache anyway. Did you remember to pay the internet bill like I asked?
No, this Rudy guy. Who does he think he is?
That guy? He's nothing to worry about.
How do you know?
Because I'm not worried.
The bar is all we have left. We can't lose it.
I'm not worried. I'm tired.
I'll fix this. Don't worry.
Now I am worried. Don't fix this, Dick. That silly little man has no power over us.
Not if we work together, you mean?
I mean, this will blow up in your face if you try to fix it.
How do you know?
Because I've loved you for so long. Don't fix it. I mean it. I can't take it. I won't, okay?
Okay, I won't. Sink or swim, little Dick. You lack discipline and determination. Do what it takes to stay afloat. Rise and shine.
What? Oh, crap.
Seize up and wake the day. It's another chance to suck. Seed. It's another chance to succeed.
Crap.
The cereal train is sailing. Get it while it's hot. Available. I mean it this time. Discipline, people.
What was with all the yelling this morning? Your dad got up and went to work a bit early.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Can you have him keep it down? I can't supervise your dad all day long. So I need you to do it. Ew. Keep an eye on him. Ew. Once he gets something in his head, he can't let it go. I need to do some ruminating today. What does that mean?
Oh, it's when someone moves in to share the bills and whatnot.
That's roommating. And not a word.
My lips are sealed over here.
Idiocy.
What's a fancy guy?
Yesterday, Snooty Rudy, the guy who wants to expand his boîte into this hole.
That sounds a bit intriguing.
It's not. It means he wants to shut us down and expand his little restaurant. I got here at the crack of dawn to come up with a plan. I couldn't think of a plan, so after I scraped the gum off the stools and did the dishes, I just made bubbles for a while.
What's your next move?
Whatever it takes to stay afloat, but I don't know what to do.
The best defense is a good offense, you impotent coward. No offense.
The middle part was a bit offensive. Kids, do you have anything to add, or are you just gonna sit there staring at me?
I'm watching you. Mom didn't say anything about talking.
I agree with Baker over here. Oh yeah, if I'm such an impotent coward, how do you two even exist?
Ew. Now I wish I didn't.
I mean about the first part. Sometimes the only way to stay afloat is to sink the other guy. Okay, I'm listening. And drowning is supposed to be peaceful once you give up the agonizing struggle and accept your fate. Okay, I'm not listening.
There's an elementary flaw in that plan.
You think?
The element we need here is fire, not water. Burn his little boîte to the ground.
Is everyone insane?
Why not beat Snooty Rudy at his own game? Make this a better place, with better food, compete with him honestly and see what happens.
How would we even start this fire?
Type.
I'd like to transfer all of the funds from my joint account and business account to my personal account.
The current business name is, Whiskey Dicks?
Currently.
One moment, please.
I'm the branch manager. I manage this branch. The whole branch and nothing but this branch, so help me God.
Well, you seem to know your job. Can you transfer the funds?
I could, but due to history, These particular accounts would have all access to credit frozen until such time as the funds are replaced.
So the credit card can't be used either.
Correct.
Do it. Transfer everything from both accounts to my personal account. Thank you. Nice tie.
That should do it.
Maybe you kids should be with Mom right now?
We're not here by choice.
Solvents form a solution. A highly flammable solution to your problem. That's the good stuff, believe me. It'll do the job.
Why do we need 2 of everything?
It's your standard one for you, one for me sort of arrangement. As the old saying goes, if you're going to huff good stuff.
I never heard that.
You will. Off you go then. Sooner you lot leave, the sooner we both get what we want.
Why do I have to go? I don't know what I'm doing.
Agreed. But I can't go. I've been banned by all the finer solvent mongers in town. It's best not to mention me. While you lot are gone, I will be busy preparing to bore a hole through your basement wall.
Wait, why?
I thought you'd prefer not to get caught. Was I being presumptuous? You can't simply firebomb his place through the front window. It may be a ton of fun, but you're sure to get caught and you may burn this place down as well. We burrow in from below, plant the flammable seeds of destruction, and Snooty Rooties is consumed by the fire from within.
And it all looks like an accident due to neglectful practices during renovations and whatnot.
Sounds like your boy has a future in this.
No, he does not have a future.
That's what I keep telling him.
Oh!
Run along now, children. The place isn't going to burn itself to the ground. Well, what's all this for?
Preemptive strike. That's the name of our bowling alley. This is all for bowling alley related needs.
Way to think on your feet, Dad.
Your card says Whiskey Dicks.
That's weird.
It is.
It's declined.
That's weird.
Is it?
Try this. It's from the joint account.
Personal account next?
No, that's okay. My wife won't let me have one. Hey, look, they got a picture of Baker on the wall over there, over here.
I invite you to leave. Immediately.
I appreciate your time.
Sorry, Dick. Can't talk to you right now. Our connection is off. I just need some time to figure things out.
Did your mother say where she was going? She said something about needing a roommate. Oh, wait. My lips were sealed on that. Never mind. What?
I don't think that's what she meant.
I'm hungry. What's for snack? I can't even afford to put gas in the car. The money in my pocket is all I have, apparently. Everybody has their problems. Mine is I'm hungry.
Now I'm hungry too. Feed me!
No, feed me.
Feed me!
Feed me.
Feed me!
No, feed me.
Feed me!
No, oh, feed me over here.
Feed me.
Listen, feed me.
Feed me!
Feed me.
Feed me!
Here, take everything I have. That's all we were asking for. Absolutely exquisite, if I do say so myself. Others will soon say the same after savoring a soupçon of my fine fare. The sole attraction is that sad little whiskey dicks. Something must be done. And something shall. Yes. I shall run a superior establishment, and within a year, perhaps 2, if I'm being realistic, will put them out of business. Permanently. The revolting whiskey dicks will be merely a disturbing memory, though I may never get that foul taste out of my mouth. Your dicks are numbered, your days are numbered, Dick, and that number is below 730. Wait, is that 2 years? 365 times 2. Yes, 730 days until I drive you out and bleed you dry. Fiscally speaking. And believe you me, that's a generous estimate. Very generous indeed. I don't suppose there's any change.
To what? Your futile existence?
Did you get any money back? Is there any money left over? I didn't know that was a thing. Gulp those giant sodas down as fast as you can, kids. All my life, I've waited to hear you say those words. Over here.
You're not allowed to drive away without paying.
I'll go back and pay him tomorrow. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, looks like we all filled up on gas back there over here. Be extremely careful, kids. Do not spill a drop from those cups.
It stinks in here.
I kind of like it. No, you don't. Try not to breathe. Roll down your windows. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Honey, I'm home. Well, come and give me a big hug.
Papa Dookie!
Major, Dad, why are you here? Sink or swim, little dick. Your wife asked me to look in on you. Where is Jane? She didn't say. That's something you might want to figure out. It's really none of your business, Dad. I'm making it my business. I'm the one back there cooking. Have you children been fed? They ate.
We had some candy and chips at the gas station.
Dad told us to gulp down our sodas as fast as possible. Best day of my life over here. I'm full of energy and whatnot. Feel like I got the strength of 10 children.
Don't forget you have to pay.
Pay some attention to you kids after supper. Absolutely, Constance, like we do every night.
Every night? Where? What's for dinner?
You'll eat what is served and you'll like it. Because I made your favorite. For each of you kids.
Thanks, Papa Dookie. You're the best.
I know. Get on in there while it's hot. Thanks for cooking, Dad. Look, as long as you're here, would you mind watching the kids for a bit? I've got something I need to take care of. Your wife asked me to not let you out of my sight. But I think you do need to take care of this. I'll explain to the kids that you can't pay attention to them tonight. What? Right, like what we do every night. Thanks. No trouble. They're my grandchildren. If you can't handle this, I have to. Super, Dad. Thanks a lot.
Aye, that's the last one. Let's take a break.
What do we do now? I told you that was gasoline.
Oh, yeah.
Like a minute ago. You were very upset, remember? Because it wasn't the good stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe don't spark up so close to the gasoline.
Oh, yeah. Look, I'm not conducting a criminal caper whilst sober. Who does that?
You have a serious problem. I'm sorry that I couldn't get the solvents that you like.
You and me both. I'm no gas hover. Every man has his line.
My line keeps moving.
Aye, yeah.
Sometimes I feel like just existing is a privilege. I get up with the intention of having a great day, tackling the issues that require attention. But by the time breakfast is done, I'm late for work. By lunchtime, I feel like something is boring into my soul, and by the end of the day, just existing has worn me down to a nub, and the line has moved. I go to sleep and try again the next day, a little farther behind, hating myself a little more for letting it happen.
I feel the same. Can you please get to work on time?
I can't afford to lose my place. I'm too far back to start again.
I feel the same. I've been banned by all the other beer and spirit mongers in town. I can't afford for you to fail either.
I can't afford to lose you. You're my best customer. This place keeps shrinking, month after month. Soon it won't be enough to support us. Then I really don't know what I'll do. I feel like I'm balanced on a chunk of ice, drifting into warmer waters, and I don't know which way land is anymore. I'm afraid to move. This isn't even my place, really. It's Jane's. She bought it for me.
For being such a good boy?
We met here. It was called something else back then. I was still drinking in those days. We had a wild time together. Several times, for several nights. It was kind of a whirlwind.
Keep in mind, I don't care.
She bought me this place to kind of commemorate the beginning of everything. She got pregnant, I quit drinking, kept this place to prove my discipline, I guess.
Where'd Jane get all the money from?
It's kind of rude to ask questions about money, Baker.
Do I strike you as a sort of gives a gooey gobbler's wad about manners?
Suffice it to say,
Suffice it to whom?
she had some money.
That sounds past tense.
And it's been tense ever since. I'm not good with money.
Don't worry. Nothing you're not good at ever surprises me.
I'm determined to be better about everything, but I never know what to do. That ends now. Today, I'm determined to act and tackle the issues that require attention. See, Jane? See, kids? See, Dad, Major Duke? I am determined.
You seem determined. Tackle those issues, little dicky boy. I'm on break.
Feel like I got the strength of 10 children. 10 children. 10 children. Ooh. You okay, boy? What in the hell happened? Jane, you're here. You came back.
Of course I came back. I just needed time to think and connect.
Baker! Where's Baker?
What did you do?
Don't look at me. I was on break. I was in the toilet trying to scrape loose change together.
Does he mean toilet in the continental sense?
No, next thing I know, there's an explosion and I'm soaked to the skin in toilet water, which allowed me to move safely through the flames to see if the bar taps were still functional. Some good news, at least.
I was trapped in a burning basement.
Everyone has their problems. Mine is I'm thirsty. Cheers.
The investigating officer assigned to this mess used to serve with me in the service. Since there doesn't seem to be any damage to anyone's property but your own, he's agreed to look the other way. But I wouldn't go filing any insurance claims unless you want a full investigation. It's not our property. We own the bar, not the building. But this was never about insurance money. They spoke to a local solvent monger who claims someone fitting your description, with 2 kids in tow, tried to purchase 1 metric buttload of highly flammable solvents earlier today. With a Whiskey Dick's credit card. What was the description of me? Not that I'm admitting guilt, just curious as to how others see me. Over here. Then there's a gas station you fled without paying. You have to pay.
That's what I keep telling him. Dick, what have you done?
The bank accounts were empty. The cards didn't work. I can fix it. At least it can't get any worse. Salutations, my sooty and sullen spirit slingers. It is I. We know who you are. Who's he? Sir Rudolph Farminghamsworth. You may call me Snooty Rooty. Major Duke Stickman. I rushed over as soon as I received word of this infernal inferno. Fortunately for myself, the damage to my soon-to-be-established establishment seems to be limited to a hole in the basement wall. I can fix it. Pay it no mind. I have been in touch with the corporation that owns our properties and have offered to pay for all repairs. They seem delighted by the idea.
I'm sorry, so you rushed over as soon as you heard about the fire, but after inspecting your place, contacting the landlords and making business arrangements with them.
There's that sharp perception again. Quite right. I will pay for the renovations. As an expansion of Snooty Rooty's fine fare for Tutti Foodies. That's some name. It is agreed. If the unfortunately named Whiskey Dicks is not again legally operational in 24 hours, occupation shall be transferred to myself in exchange for financing the gutting of your dank hole.
You'll never get in the guts of our dank hole. We can fix this place, but not in 24 hours.
I'm banking on it. I was prepared to simply run a finer establishment and drive you out within a year. Perhaps 2, if I'm being realistic. But I saw an opportunity, and I took it. It's what winners do. Until tomorrow, then. Ta!
What do we do now?
We get to work. We tackle the issues that require attention with the tools available to us. Dad, can we borrow your tools?
My good tools? Ah, what the hell.
Listen, Dick, you don't have to do this.
Yes, I do, Jane. I have to do this. We can do it if we work together. I'm determined to make it work. Will you help me?
If this is what you need to do, I'll help you.
I feel a montage coming on. Over here.
I'm very proud of all of you. Maybe I haven't said it enough. The only thing worse than having this family would be not having you.
Thanks.
Good morrow. For myself, at least. My. Congratulations on an excellent reconstruction effort. You must have all pulled together as a team and really got those elbows greasy. One would never know a fire raged through here only 24 hours ago. Unless one turned one's head slightly in any direction. Just needed one more montage. Indeed. Unfortunately for you, your time is up. How do you stand being around yourself all the time? Practice! And tranquilizers. If you will excuse me, there is much work to be done, tearing down all you have built and hold most dear. Speaking of dear, how did you afford to pay for all this ultimately inadequate effort? I assumed you to be rather destitute.
It's rude to ask questions about money, Rudy. Jane, where did the money come from for all this? The accounts were empty.
I transferred everything out. I thought you'd be less able to do damage without access to funds.
Shows what you know. Shows you know me.
Keep in mind, I don't care. This place belongs to me. Whiskey Dicks no longer exists.
You're right. Whiskey Dicks does not exist. Because I shut it down yesterday.
What? Oh, what the hell?
I figured Dick couldn't destroy what doesn't exist, so I went to online. Connection was no good. Then I went to the bus station. It's the closest spot with free Wi-Fi. I asked you to pay the internet bill, Dick.
I thought you might be leaving me.
No, I believe in you. I needed some time to figure things out. To think of a plan. So I could deregister Whiskey Dicks as a legal entity. You see, Mr. Farminghamsworth.
You may call me Snooty Rooty.
About that name. As I was deregistering Whiskey Dicks, I took a look to see if Snooty Rooty's fine fare for Tutti Foodies had been registered. It hadn't.
I've been quite busy. I was going to get around to it before my soft opening.
Well, the former Whiskey Dicks is getting hard. Gonna ruin your soft opening.
Ew.
We own the name Snooty Rooty's fine fare for Tutti Foodies.
It seems we each have claim to property the other holds dear.
Actually, no. You have claim to nothing. As of yesterday, when these legal papers are dated, there is no such legal entity known as Whiskey Dicks. These papers refer to an entity that did not and does not exist, and is therefore null and void.
I'm not certain that's how a judge will see it.
We could drag it through the courts and see.
Shouldn't take more than a year. Perhaps 2, if I'm being realistic.
We can fund our case with the royalties we'll charge you if you want to use your splendid name. Or you could tear this up and leave me and my family alone.
I think you meant to say, my family and I.
Invite you to leave.
Immediately.
Jane, I love you.
And Jane loves Dick.
So, does this mean we're out of business?
Nah, we just have to come up with another name and some money.
What about Major Dukes and Whiskey Dicks?
Ew.
Major, Dad, thanks so much for all your help, but with all due respect, this isn't your business.
What if I make it my business? And yours. I could be back there cooking. You could use some help in that department. If I sell my condo, I could afford to inject enough cash into this place to get it on its feet. Give that Snooty Rooty a run for his money. If you sell your place, where would you live? I may have to bunk with you for a while. Okay, wait, let's think about this.
You got a better idea?
What about, Whiskey Dicks and Major Dukes?
Ew.
What about the polished stool?
Oh!
Gross.
Let's go home. Rise and shine, people. The cereal train is sailing. What in the hell is a cereal train, and how in the hell would it sail? You made breakfast? I usually make breakfast. And how does that usually go?
Actual breakfast, just like on TV.
I smelled pancakes in my dreams, and then I woke up and my dreams came true.
Ooh, pancakes! Like a real family.
Oh!
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Gross.
Thanks for your skillful efforts.
And thanks for your skillful efforts last night.
Ew. Gross.
Yeah, not subtle. Yep, pretty gross. Don't worry about the flapjacks, Dick. I can fix more. Super, Dad. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna head into work early.
I'll polish the stools.
Outstanding. Major Duke wants to see his face in some stools. I would love that.